Good afternoon, Mr. Nuño Mardones, who is the one who will be with us today, Professor Mardones. I will introduce him right now while still people are joining, but I would like also to welcome everybody and wish you a good evening. In this specific session that is going to be, I would say, a little bit calmer than the previous ones, okay? So the first thing I would like to do is introduce Professor Mardones, who is architect. He got his degree in 2008 by the University of Navarre, and he got his PhD in 2013 by the same university. Since then, he has combined the teaching work in the Department of the Urban Planning with the exercise of his profession as architect, with a broad background in the field of urban planning. And I think he's the right one to approach the academic activity from the point of view of someone who is well-versed in exercising and putting into practice his profession and also teaching. As a professor, he lectures in different areas, particularly in urban planning, and also he's a professor, manager professor in the subject of city and landscaping. Okay. So, as in his professional life, in his own studio, he has also contributed with several public projects where he has been awarded, always through open public tendering competitions, and he has been quite successful on this, so he's quite versed in public projects. His research has essentially focused in two fields. One is the configuration of the legal framework corpus of the urban planning, and also the history and the development of urban planning in Spain. Nowadays, he's also leading with the foundation of a group called CREA. Okay, that is a group of programs on a study of planning and particularly how it affects to the cities. He also has published several books. I will highlight only two: the ABC of Urban Theory and Urban Design, and Urban Design and Sustainability Manual and Toolkit that he published 2 years ago. So I would like to give the floor to him, but before that, I would like also to explain once again how today's session will be unfolded. First of all, he will tell us later, but I am announcing, as these tools, virtual reality and artificial intelligence, still in planning, is as developed as it is in architecture. So he will share and he will tell us that still there is much to learn and much to apply. Okay, so the session will be just to focus only on how this can be applied or used in planning, and you will see that still there is much to do and it's still very incipient. And okay, he will share that with us. So once he finishes his session, and we take also some questions for whoever want to ask the questions that can come up. But later we'll also welcome Mr. Professor Asier again to finalize the session that was unfinished last session. And after that, maybe visualization or whatever we were not able to show last time, there will be also a round of questions. So most probably today's session will be shorter than the previous ones. And we would like to first understand what is the impact of virtual reality and artificial intelligence in planning, and then respond to all the questions also you may be having on your exercise, on your already working in the model and working in the assignment has been given to you. So the floor is with you, Nuño. Welcome again. Thank you for being with us, and you can share your presentation. You can start. Thank you so much.
Okay. First of all, thank you, Belén, and thank you, UVCT, for this opportunity of being here to show you our research about virtual reality. Today I'm trying to show you different possibilities of virtual reality in the field of urban and territorial planning. Can you see my screen?
Not yet. Yeah, now yes.
Oh, okay. So this session is going to be distributed in 3 parts. The first one is about the main or the general possibilities of virtual reality in urban planning, and then I try to focus in 2 fields that I think is the most important, or one of the most important for urban and territorial planners. One of these is the GIS system, how the GIS system can be combined with virtual reality. And the other part is about the management of cultural heritage, no? Cultural heritage as a problem of a lot of countries like Spain, that we have a lot of cultural heritage, so it's important to try to develop some strategies to use this heritage. So the general possibilities, I recovered two slides that Asier showed you in the first session, and it's about the how can a port or how can use the virtual reality in urban context. No, one of these and the most simple, most usual way is the creation or the recreation by renders of uh, virtual spaces, virtual streets, virtual cities. And as you can see in the left image, we can put new buildings in a existing urban context. No, in this case, it's obvious that we can walk through this new street, this new development, and we can see different aspects, like sun of the street, the shadows that all the buildings through to the street, and the buildings of the close environment. And of course we can experience and we can analyze different aspects. But this is it's just a urban design option. No, it's just the design of the buildings in an urban context. And of course, in the case of the archaeology, or in the case in the ancient cities, we can reconstruct all buildings or parts of the city, and we can visualize this architecture and this part of the city like they was in the past. So this is, I think, the most general possibility that virtual reality offer to the urban planning. And the other possibility, or the other usual possibility that offer is the management or the creation of smart cities. And in this case, we have one technology that I'm going to show you, that is the GIS system, because the GIS system offer new possibilities. It's not just a design of area, the design of buildings in a concrete area. So this offer the possibility of overlap different information about this environment, and this also allow to simulate and visualize the part of the city with taking the point of view in different aspects. So this is the part that I'm trying to explain you in more detail, because I think is most powerful possibility that virtual reality offers to urban and territorial planners. One of the most important things that I'm trying to explain to you is that, as many of you can think, architectural design and urban design is not the same. Urban design is not just the simple sum of different buildings put it in an urban layout. Not exactly. Urban spaces or cities are more complex, have much more circumstance than a simple sum of different buildings. So virtual reality offers similar option, but in a different scale, but is not exactly the same. Okay, in the case of urban planning, virtual reality offers much more possibilities in visualizing, analyzing, and understanding the urban context. No, this is because we can create new urban development, and we can experience how that could be. No, we can we can experience the life in these areas. Okay, and of course, this offers the possibility of making decisions with more data, and in this way we can, for aspects that I think offer for urban planning that not offer for architectural design. One of these is the improvement of decision making with much more information, not just information about the building aspect or the shape aspect of the city, but more information about the management, about the uses of the different parts of the city, etc. The second thing is that it encourages the citizen participation. In our days, city participation or the public participation is an really important aspect of the urban planning and urban design. So this encourages this participation in the way that offer more immersive possibilities of understanding how the future city is going to work. So in this way, is an important tool for these actions. The third point is that it allows the testing strategies and evaluating scenarios. For example, we can create different simulations about the river flow of one river next to the city. We can design different alternative of highways, and we can experience the possibilities and the problems of each of them. And in this way, we can offer much more possibilities that we have nowadays. And the last one, I think, is important for just not for the design and for the life of our cities, is that this facilitates the management of the urban environment and some important element. And in this way, these two fields, GIS and cultural heritage management, are two important things that I'm trying to show you, not just for understanding. It's just this presentation is not our expert or detailed presentation. I just try to open your eyes to new possibilities in these two aspects of urban planning. I don't know if any of you know what is the GIS system. GIS system is Geographical Information System. And what is this geographical information system. Geographical information system is a combination of hardware and software, and it's allowed to manage information or manage data organized in different databases. And what is the most important thing? That these databases are geographically referenced. Okay, and you can see in this image we have different thematic layers. For example, imaginary, elevation, transportation, addresses, boundaries, water features. So each of them are one thematic layer, one thematic that are stored independently, and we can overlap placing it in this exact position in the map. And it is possible because all this information or all this data are geographically referenced. Okay, so with these two things, we can create as map as we want with different information of any of these layers. Okay, and another aspect that is important of this kind of technology is that anyone can create new lawyers and can create new lawyers that was really simple to share. Okay, it's just I just need to send my file to any one of you, and you open it in your software program, and automatically this information put in the correct position. Okay, and this is a great step in comparison with the classical cartography. Classical cartography usually is a static map, is a really concrete information. They have a really concrete information, and in these GIS models we have dynamic information that we can show in different moments, in different circumstances, and things like that. In other words, we have a system that connects data to a map. Okay, we have allocation data where things are, and we have all kind of descriptive information, what things are like there. Okay, so with these programs, we not just can show this information in a static way, so we can analyze, manage, and create maps, and also create videos with the develop of all kind of information. Okay, this kind of program or this kind of software is based in the creation of alphanumeric data. And alphanumeric data are basically objects or spatial data, as you can see in the image in your left. This is spatial data, could be a point, a line, a polygon, grid, etc. And this is was the traditional cartography offered to us, object or spatial information. But this program included all the attribute or descriptive data as we want. For example, in the right image, you can see for each of these objects, we can see a lot of information. For example, parcel ID, zoning, address, zip code, state, tax region, etc. Okay, so you not only have a static map, you have a static map and a database with a lot of information that you can modify and you can create in just a simple way as you write in a test word or as you can create in an Excel file. Okay. This information could be obtained in two different models. The vectorial model. Vectorial model is traditional model. This is a model that are created in the combination of three basic elements: point, line, and polygon. So, for example, if you want to obtain an image like this, we need to join these 2 points with a line, another line, 9, 9, we create a polygon, and then we have to color this polygon in black and leave the rest in white. Okay, this is one form of obtaining this kind of information. And also we have the possibility of using the raster model. Raster model is the usual have the usual work of ATP. This is a system of pixels. This is a grids, and in each pixel or in each square of the grid, we can present different spatial qualities or properties like color, like altitude, like temperature, etc. In this case, we have the grid, and we just have to color in black all the squares to obtain the final image. And this is important because we can obtain all kind of information in these two different models. What I show you in this slide are two maps that we create in my office for a golf club in Spain. In the left image, we have topographical information. The topographical information is a vectorial information. It's just a combination of contour lines with the different latitude of any part of this area. And in the right image, you can see is an isolation information. This isolation information is created per meter square of the soil. So this is a grid model. In each of the square, we have the information of the sun orientation, and we can combine these two maps in one file. And this is another important thing that GIS models offer. Okay. What can we do with this GIS model? Well, we can do a lot of things. One of these is, for example, this website of the Old Town of Sevilla, where the municipality offered to the tourists the possibility of know different important monuments of the city. So you can obtain information about locations. Okay, you just have to click in the mark of one of each monument, and you can see a new window with a photography and more information about this monument. Another possibility of this program is to discover condition to locate which element meets certain condition. In this example is the river flood of Pamplona. In this case, we can obtain the different areas or the different parts of Pamplona that could have problem with these river floods. Another possibility is to analyze trends and comparison between temporal or spatial situation. This is an example of one state of USA, and this is a comparison of the pollution in 3 different years. Okay. The most popular use of this kind of technology is the management of routes, or the calculation of optimal routes between two or more points of the Earth and in different means of transport. Another possibility is the creation of models. This is the same example of the golf club in Spain, and we can generate a model to simulate the movement of terrain, where we have to hit soil, and in which part we have to put soil. Okay. And in a general context, we use this kind of programs in our office for analyze, planning, and management of our planning instrument. Okay, this is an example of a municipality in the Basque Country, and you can discover a new kind of cartography. And when you press in any of this area, you obtain a lot of information about this area. Okay. Now, what virtual reality offer to this software was, I think, is really similar as the option that's offered for architectural design. The first one is that offer or allow new ways of interact with the urban information. Okay, because it's allow a much important degree of immersion. Okay, all inhabitants could get inside of these models and can experience in first person or in a bird eye the new development of the city. So, of course, give new possibilities in the use of geographical information. One of these possibilities is not just design information. It's allowed to offer, to analyze, to study, to discuss about data of different aspects, like social aspect, like economic aspect, environmental aspect, in different ways. This is an example of application or in virtual reality that offer the different population in the different areas of the Earth. Of course, you can design new urban development, and in this new urban development, you can agree more information. Okay, more information. You can agree images. You can agree information about the meter square you can build, or a lot of things that you can explore with this combination of GIS system and virtual reality. Now I'm going to show you some videos about different options of this kind of technology.
There is no sound, Nuño.
There's no sound. I think it doesn't matter because there is just music, so I can explain it if you want. This is an example of a Canadian city that use virtual reality for the creation of a new urban area. This is a video in they explain how this new part of the city is going to work. Okay. Another important aspect is how this kind of technology can improve the citizen participation in the process of the urban design. No, I don't know if in India, but in Spain and Europe, the public participation is really important, and also, for example, in the British system, the all new urban development is necessary a project that you have to create in combination with the inhabitant and with the government, so with the local government. So, okay. So I think this is one of the most important things, because people can or have the possibility of understand in a really visual way how this new part of the city is going to work. Now I'm going to put another video about Poland city, about the implementation of this kind of technology in the process of the new urban design area. In this case, as you can see, all inhabitants have the possibility of create the design of the city. There is different, I don't know how to say, different blocks. They can put the blocks in different zones and create the virtual recreation of this area in a real time. Okay, so the virtual reality offers this kind of possibility. I think we have to take pretty carefully, because no, because the people or professionals that know how the city is going to be designed are the urban planners, and we can have some problems if we'll leave the, um, the decision to the people. Another important aspect of this implementation of virtual reality is the possibility to combine or to offer this information in real time, and all kind of information that GIS system offer. This is an example of a zoning map of a city. We can see not just the buildings, so the buildings in different colors depend of the use of each of them. Another aspect that we can use or we can recreate are the historical scenarios and moments of our cities. So this is offer the possibility of understand and have enough knowledge of our city cores to try to redevelop or develop or change or complete with new buildings or new areas. So the possibility of recover the past of our cities is another important aspect of the virtual reality in the planning, urban planning. As you can see in these two images or in this GIF, is the possibility of evaluate future scenarios like river floods or like winds in the city, or For example, in the right image, you have the possibility of understand or explore how the COVID-19 is span in the city of Wuhan. Okay, so this kind of technology offer new possibilities to analyze and predict all these kind of disasters. Okay. Just for summary, this part of the presentation, I'm going to show you another video. This is a video about the most important, or the most useful GIS software. This is ArcGIS VR or ArcGIS City Engine that offer a lot of possibilities for plan or manage the city. You can see in the video the possibilities of understand the different uses of different floor of the buildings. You have an application to see different viewpoints of the new buildings. You also can get into the buildings and see the outside environment, see how the sun impact in your building. You can compare present and future conditions, and also as you can see, you can evaluate different scenarios, different possibilities for the new parts of the city. Okay, I'm going to pass more quickly. Uh, and also, I want to show you this this website. This is the website of ArcGIS Experiences. It is totally free, and you can use it with your computer or with your VR glasses. For example, this is an example of a city and the recreation of the river flood conditions. You can experience different moments with different information. Okay, this is totally free, so if you are interested in it, you can explore it, and you have a lot of projects about virtual reality and design. For example, I want to show you a concrete example of the introduction of a new tram station in a city. Okay, you can see in plant what is going to be the impact, and also you can see in 3D, and it's just not an image, so you can move and interact with this new development. Okay. Now I'm going to pass or to show you the other part of this presentation that is about the cultural heritage management. Okay, as I explained you in the first moment, in Spain have a serious problem with our cultural heritage, because we are the third country in the world with most cultural heritage, and of course we don't have enough money and enough uses to get all these buildings in use. And the most important of this kind of things is that all buildings have a use, and can expand their life. Okay, so one of the most important aspects of preserving and disseminating this cultural heritage is to improve the identification of people with this kind of buildings and with this monument. Greater knowledge and greater knowledge of this increment the desire of conservation. Okay, so virtual reality offer a lot of possibilities for this dissemination, or for the dissemination of this cultural heritage. Now I'm going to show you this video. This is a video of an application that created in the Basque Country in Spain, and this show an historical monument, and an historical monument in two different ways. We can see in virtual reality with your glasses, you can move your head, and what is important is that you can see this monument in the past and in the present. Okay, you can see these other images. This is an example of a church, and you can see in the original aspect in the 14th century, in the last moment that was
Nuño,
told.
we have lost the video.
You can see can you see the presentation or no?
The presentation, see, but the video.
No, yes. The video is too short. It's too short. No.
Take it. Okay, thank you.
Okay. And as you can see, in the past, in the present, and of course, give us the possibility of show these buildings in with a future design, okay, with a future use. How we can create this digital twin of this this new or this recreation of historical building. The first thing is to study and to have a really important study and data collection. The most difficult nowadays is to know where is the real information. We have a lot of information, but not all of this information are real. So the first part is like in the past. We have to study and discover what is true and what is false. Then we have to create this 3D model. We have a lot of techniques to create these 3D models. We can use traditional software as Revit, Rhinocero, 3D Max, or we can also use the photogrammetry. Photogrammetry gives us the possibility of obtaining a 3D model from a large amount of photos from many points of view. And then with this information, we have to create the virtual experience. Okay, this virtual experience is going to be focused in different aspects. And we have different graphic engines like Unity or Real Engine and wherever you want. But the most important thing in this part is to design the user experience of this application. In this case, you can see a combination in the upper image. You can see the combination of GIS system with a 3D recreation that you can see in virtual reality, and you can see the degree of evidence that this building was in this way in the past. In the red color is the part of the building that we are really sure that there are in this way in the past, and in the blue one we have less evidence of this. Okay, and now I'm trying to show you another video of the recreation of a lot of global heritage in the way to preserve for the future generations. You have the opportunity, you can go to this website and you can discover a lot of monuments that are recreated in a virtual twin. And I think you have a lot of monuments in La India. Another important thing for this preservation and dissemination, I think there are in how we can give this information or transmit this information to the youngest people of our societies. And in this way, I think a lot of new platform or gaming platform that usually is really close to our youngers have some experience about the recreation of cultural heritage. I'm going to show you the example of the Steam platform. Steam platform, I think, is one of the most popular application for gaming in Europe. And this is the example that you can experience with your 3D glasses of the recreation of Notre Dame. One thing that I think that is really important is that the fight of the urban planner is not just with other architects, with public administrator. So you have to put the focus in the society, and all the society has to be involved with these problems of our for the management of our cities. Of course, this combination of virtual reality with cultural heritage management is focused in the tourism, in how people know and discover our cities. this is an example of virtual reality video in YouTube about in the GIF about the Machu Picchu, and I'm going to show you another video about the city of Sintra in Portugal. And what is important of these videos is that you are an active tourist. So as the tourist guide is explaining you different parts of the city, you can put your eyes in different tones on the video. So it's not an static video, so it's an interactive video where you can see wherever you want. Okay? I'm going to stop the video. Okay. Then a lot of experience have been created about the historical tours. The city of Pompeii, I think, is the most commonly urban area that was recreated in a lot of cities and in a lot of countries. This is an example of a video that allows us to learn about our history, to learn about the development of our cities, the development of the humanity. So I think this is another important possibility linked to urban planning and urban management. Then this is not an urban planning application of this kind of technology, but I think it could be important for architects that is not going to be dedicated to the design, but that could be dedicated to another aspect related to the cultural heritage. And this is the possibilities to combine the virtual reality with the piece of art, okay? And of course, the museum are the natural way to create experiences about the discover and the enjoying of the art. Okay, you have a lot of experience. Here I put some links. For example, this link of the National Museums of Portugal. This National Museum of Portugal have I think 7 experience or 7 museums that you can discover in a virtual visit. This virtual visit it could be in your screen or with your 3D glasses, as you can see here. All of these experience have usually have a map that you can see where you are. Sorry, I don't know why the map doesn't be sound, but well, you can walk through this museum. You can see different pieces of art, and you have information of each pieces. So, as like GIS, you have objects and you have attributes. You have description and more information that you can see with your eyes. Just for finish this presentation and this museum experience, there are new trends about more and more immersive experiences. In some cases, there are museums that only offer a virtual reality experience or create a great immersive room, or as you can see in this gift, there is the possibility of enjoy virtual tours in real time with your friends or with expert guide, and you have the possibility of speak with your friends, comment the different pieces of art, or to ask different questions to the guides. So this is the last slide of my presentation. Thank you everybody to being here, and now as we can as I speak with Belen, if you have any question or any doubt, please write it in the chat.
Yeah, thank you, Nuño. Thank you very much. Actually, you were commenting if in India the public dissemination and the public contribution was important, and it is important. So I think in your presentation you have shown us new ways, because sometimes the difficult thing is to make it visual to the lay people, no? To people who are not used to maybe visualize what we architects or planners are trying to explain. Yeah. So this visualization would be really helpful in the future. So thank you. And also the heritage, no? I mean, you were saying that maybe in Europe, Spain is one of the top with Italy, no? In heritage, but the heritage that we have also in India is, I think, top one in Asia, no? And sometimes there are no resources, no, to financial and human resources to keep it and to manage. So thank you, because this has opened us many good ideas and hope for our dreams. And I open now the floor to the questions. If someone wants to comment, as Nuño was saying, maybe it's good that you write in the chat or use as you wish, but if there are some questions before we pass on the again the microphone to Asier, so we are open to, or you prefer to leave all the questions by the end, it's up to you. Any question, any comment? No, it looks like there are not. Also,
so we can wait to the
this presentation also will be shared with everyone, because he gave, here is one question, but he gave lots of information and softwares and websites where you can find and study further. But there is one question, let me check. There's one question, I don't know if you can read it, Nuño, or not.
Okay, I'm going to the chat. Okay.
Yeah. So is it possible to animate the virtual world that we created, like Inception movie? Is possible to do that?
I think so. As you can see in some of the videos, you see another inhabitant walking through the streets. So I think you can create a virtual world parallel to the building design. So I think this part is possible, and of course you can create in GIS. You can create a lot of videos. You have the possibility to search in internet about GIS videos, and you have examples of videos of the movement of the whales in the wall, and you have a lot of videos and experience of different fields that offer you the possibility of animate object with a static object. What software you use to stick the photogrammetry to create 3D models? I don't remember the name of any program, but in my fourth year of my degree, I use I think a free software to do it. I think the most important thing of this photogrammetry process is not the software, but the hardware, your equipment, your cameras and things like that. I have another question. Does React Maker fees allow VR connectivity through which platform? I think they have a collaboration with Oculus, with Meta. So with Meta glasses, you have an important. Well, I think they have a common platform. The problem that every software is not free. For me the most important GIS program is QGIS. I write it in the chat, and this is totally free. But the problem is that I don't experience or see an interaction with the virtual glasses. Okay.
Is the VR option?
Yeah, in ArcGIS is available. As you can see in the image, QGIS 360 and ArcGIS City Engine are two platforms that offer the possibility of experience virtual reality with GIS system. Okay, and Maya, and okay. You have a question. You have a response to the first question, I think. Yes, Unreal and Unity is an engine to design this program, no? But it's like in video games. You have an engine that allows you to create the model or the program. But this is not exactly a platform, and this is not exactly a software to see VR in combination with GIS program, but this is a graphic engine that allow you to create different kind of programs. Okay, I think there's no more questions.
I don't know if, thank you for your questions or your responses. And yeah, so maybe now we have to pass on to Asier, sir. I don't know if he's available. If he's there, I saw David was there, but Asier, are you with us?
Yes, can you hear me?
Yeah, we can hear you. Good evening.
Okay. Good evening to all our friends in India. Good afternoon or good evening.
Good evening here, yeah.
Good evening. Okay, thank you. So the purpose of my intervention is to fit some issues appeared in our last presentation related to the transfer of the connectivity between the glasses and the computer, and how to upload into the glasses some images that we have prepared with the 5 software and inform or demonstrate you that it's very easy. So I would like to share my screen already now. I am in 2 computers, and I'm going to share the screen of let's see. Okay. This is the screen of my computer with, I mean, we're working in our office with Windows and also Mac. And first thing I have to say is that the transfer and the connectivity is proved, tested, and confirmed between Windows and the Oculus, the Meta, because with Mac is difficult, and I think the software in Mac iOS is not so well prepared to link both devices, both hardwares. So as you can see in my screen, I have already connected in my with my computer the glasses. I mean, let's see where the. Can you see this?
Yes.
The Quest 2 are already linked in a USB port, and then in your Quest folders, you have to look for a specific one that is documents. So in documents, you can upload all the images you want to visualize in your glasses. I have already uploaded these 5 scenes prepared with the software. One of them is a scene of the model we've given to you to work and to prepare for your particular exercises, and the other 4 are taken by a project that we have developed in our office. That is a sports facility we have designed for the municipality of Bilbao, and it is now currently in we are building it. It's not yet built, but we have prepared for the municipality these images, so the techniques, the professional the people in the municipality has experienced the result previously to that we're looking for with this project. So as you can see, these projects, these images, sorry, have this format. As David said last intervention, they are not prepared to visualize in the screen, but once you have uploaded, it's very easy to visualize with the Meta. That is going to. This is what I'm going to do already now, because I'm going to share my screen and my Oculus and show you how you can see these, how you can find these images inside the glasses, and how you can visualize. I have to say previously that once you have connected the Oculus to the computer, you have to be very careful with only one thing. That is that we didn't do in the last session. Once you customize your Oculus for the first time, you have to enter as a user with a Facebook or with a Gmail account, personal account, or Instagram, and you cannot change this user in your computer. So you have to work with the same user. In this case, I am working with asantasunaf.es, and inside my Oculus, the user is the same. So if you do this, you won't have any problem to connect your glasses to the computer, and also you won't have any problem to cast your glasses through the web page that we showed you in the last session. That is this one, oculus.com casting. I am going to now to put my glasses, and I'm going to start casting what I am seeing. Let's try. Okay, as I did last time. You can see my screen.
Yes.
Perfect. So I had two different users opened with my browser. I didn't realize, so I've closed one of them, and I'm working only with my Asantas UNAF.s account. So this is what I'm seeing now with my glasses. I'm going to. Okay, can you see?
Yes.
I am already.
Yes.
I am already now. Yes, I am already now in the casting. This is my profile. As you can see, I am with the same profile. And in this menu bar, you will have to look for this icon called Files. Then in Files, if you go into Files, they will appear the 5 images uploaded from the computer, and it's so easy, and just only picking in the image, the glasses automatically put you inside the model. This is as you can see, this I am in the virtual reality of this static image of the model. This is a rough model, only with some people and not so much materials and furniture, but the idea is that you prepare during all these days or weeks a good model with the two SketchUp and two programs, two software, SketchUp and V5, and once that you, I mean, I repeat, you only can by now prepare statical images, but I think it's very informative or very useful to show people what you want to propose. Once you are in one photo, then the rest of the photos appears, and then you can move in this menu bar with the joystick. Be careful with this option, because the projection of the image cannot be nor 2D, nor 360 3D, nor 180 2D, because if you change, for example, to this vision, you go out to the you exit of the image. Let's see. Let's move this here. And if you, for example, go to this projection, 360, what are you going to see is this wrong images. So you need to go back to the options projections, and choose this one, 360 2D. Once there, you will enter correctly in the visualization of the 3D image. The other images that I can show you are prepared here in the office. And as I said, this is a sports facility that we have designed in Bilbao. This is we call it fronton, and with a piazza. square with an existing building that is a church, and we have prepared 5 images for the client. This is one of the outside, the urbanization. This is another one, okay, with the street, the rear part of the facility, small canopy with a garden, trees, etc. The other one is this one. We are now beside the canopy, in the middle of the garden with the plants that we want to plant, the trees, etc. Right? And finally, just clicking in with this button, it appears the menu. We go inside the building, the facility, and you can see, you can place yourself inside the building. Okay. So this, for example, was very useful for the engineer, civil engineer and the structural engineer, because we showed them the plans and sketches and cut plans, but we showed the project with the glasses, and once they came in to the building, they understood completely understood the ideas of the structure. We wanted to work with them. So once they are placed here, they have more information about the height, the materials, the light, for example, etc. Of course, you can work with different materials. You can work with different lights. This, for example, is midday night, midday light, etc. As I said, we are starting to use this kind of visualization. I mean, there is a lot of way to explore, and we have realized that this is a new tool, useful for different visualizations or work with different agents and clients. So you can incorporate this tool to the existing one you are using in your practices. Okay, so I think today has been, we have fit the issues of the last day. If you go again to camera, where is the place that you need to go if you want to cast? I am going to stop casting, right? The cast was good. Thank you for the feedback, and I go back to the reality.
Thank you.
Okay.
Thank you, Professor Asier, because you have completed what was unfinished last time. I don't know if there are questions, some comments. Both of them are open, so please to share in the chat if someone wants to ask questions. No questions, no comments. So yeah, then we finish the session here. As usual, through your coordinators, you can raise the issues. Later, once we finish the recording, I also will comment on some issues you are having getting the render 5, but I think that is to be addressed separately. So thank you so much, and see you in 1 week time when Professor Fernando Alonso will be with us, focusing more his session on artificial intelligence. So looking forward to that. Yeah, so hope to see you all there. Thank you so much and see you soon.